get ready with me, but I have to add a product for each step. For example, I would start with one primer and then I would go to 2 foundations and so on. First, I'm starting with the Maybelline Grippy Primer. Now on to foundation, I have to use 2 foundations, starting with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is just gonna add a nice glow. Now I'm gonna mix in the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. Okay, but why do these look so good together? I'm impressed. Bronzer's next, and I have to mix 3 bronzers together. I'm a little scared to see what this looks like. First, I'm using the Merit Bronzing Stick. I'm just gonna go ahead and place this where I would normally. I'm mixing in the Patrick Ta Cream Bronzer, taking a little bit on my brush, and I'm just gonna apply this where I applied the Merit Bronzer. To finish off the bronzer, I'm mixing in the Say Dew Bronze on top. Now I'm just gonna blend them all together. I'm so scared to see what this looks like. It actually turned out so much better than I thought it was gonna be. On to concealer next, and I have to use 4 concealers. First, I'm starting with the Tower 28 concealer, and I'm just gonna apply this in each of the inner corners. I'm using the Say concealer next, and I'm gonna apply this on the outer corner of each eye. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, and I'm just gonna apply this down the nose. And to finish it off, I'm gonna use the Hourglass concealer, and I'm gonna apply this like in the middle. This is a lot of concealer. I hope these all mix well together. So far, it's blending in really easy, but is it gonna look good? Now on to blush. I have to use 5 different blushes. This might get a little crazy. First, I'm starting with the Rogue Pocket blush, and I'm just gonna apply this straight to the face. I'm using the Makeup by Mario blush. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit on my brush and just apply. I'm using the Say blush in the shade Chili, and I'm just applying this on top of. Now I'm using the Rare Beauty blush, and I'm just applying a little dot on each side because this is so pigmented. The She Glam blush in the shade Love Cake, and surprisingly, this is pretty pigmented too. I tried to apply a light amount of everything so it didn't look too crazy. I'm taking my beauty blender and tapping over all the blush. This will help calm it down a little bit and make it a little more seamless. On to mascara, and I have to use 6 different mascaras. This is either gonna look really good or super clumpy. First, I'm starting with the Too Faced Primer. I'm using the Tower 28 mascara. Now I'm using the Telescopic mascara. I'm using the Benefit Fan Fast mascara. Now I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And to finish it off, I'm using the Refy mascara. Okay, but the lashes are lashing. Here's how the makeup turned out. It actually turned out so good. I'm impressed. Let me know what you guys think and what should I try next.